I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hi, I'm Amir Yassai, and you're here with AfterBuzz After Show for Below Deck Sailing Yacht. If you didn't hear me, it's Sailing Yacht. I am here with Nate and Jane, and we're gonna jump right in, off the starboard of the boat, right into the water. So our first topic is wedding gate. Are they or are they not gonna get married? Guy and this random gold digger, according to Nate to my left, he thinks she's a gold digger, and I'm starting to agree. But does Guy even have any gold? We'll jump right in. And we're moving on to the domestic fight, as they were saying. Glenn became the captain. He jumped in, he stepped in, he really acted like the adult we knew he is. And then we have the hot tub, and we got flirting, we got love triangles. We're gonna go right to Nate, and I wanna hear about this wedding and about this gold digger. What do you think? What's happening?
I don't know if she's a gold digger anymore. Because at first I did, because the way he came off the boat last episode, and it just felt weird, and he felt like he was the one that had money, and she was just kind of going with the flow. But now, I don't know. I think that maybe she finds an excuse to not marry him, so she might just be for the ride. Like, let me just enjoy this, and every time this guy wants to marry me, I'm just gonna find an excuse. I think that they overreacted over his drinking too much. He was acting crazy. I don't know what happened in the room, but I don't think that was to turn off your wedding. Everyone fights. Everyone gets in arguments. It's life. But
is it because they're in small quarters that like those hallways, like you can't get out of those hallways? Like you're in a fight, you are like, how do you get out of that? Maybe that's why it was like kind of hyped up.
You jump overboard.
That happens a lot on cruises.
You swim to shore.
All right.
That happens a lot on cruises?
Yeah, people go missing. Like honeymoons, honey. Those people are going right off board. Y'all haven't heard of that?
No, I have, but we're not talking about it.
That's why I never go honeymooning on a cruise, ever. Only a yacht.
God.
I'm not trying to die. No, thank you.
No, that's not the first thing I think of when I think of cruises, though.
What do you think of? What do you think of?
Unlimited buffets, or I don't know.
Quarantining, that's what I think of. I have a more, darker way of seeing the world, I guess. What do you guys think about Glenn like kind of jumping in and kind of having to kind of be the adult? Because right now he's kind of been the cool uncle, and now he's kind of stepped in and had to be like, we need to have this conversation. Like, what's happening? Like, do you think he handled it well? What do we think?
Oh, yeah. Glenn's a pro. He's great. He was like, I'm the captain now. I've been the captain. He was going to step in, break up this fight. I was here for it.
You're here for it? Okay.
I mean, what a guy.
Such a guy, right?
At first, I thought that he was being overdramatic.
Okay.
Now, when I step back and look at it from the responsible perspective, he did the right thing. But I mean,
You just want good TV, Nate?
Yeah, I don't
You just
know
wanted
why
them to
you're
go like to blows. You think?
No, I think that they made it overdramatic. Okay. Couples fight. They get in intense fights.
But she called him a psychopath.
This is a toxic relationship.
It's a very toxic relationship. But it wasn't physical, and we get into.
I know, but it was going that way.
It felt like it was going to get kind of.
It wasn't
physical.
going that way.
I don't know if it was.
He crossed his arms, guys.
I don't know which way it was going, but them listening in and just like, I was like, that's kind of weird.
Whatever way it was going, I didn't think it should be going towards wedding bells. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad
but they were
called it
mic'd.
off.
You remember, like a lot of people say, "Oh, we didn't know. You shouldn't. It's our privacy." You're mic'd. You're on national TV. You're mic'd. So like, you should know. Like, you were like, give us some privacy. I'm like, whether or not you close the door, we can hear it.
Yeah.
You know, like it kind of goes back to like Nene Gate when Nene Leakes was mic'd, and then like on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So that happens a lot on Bravo shows. So they should know, like, do the research. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I'm not saying that. I don't know. Again, from the responsible perspective, they handled it the right way.
All right.
Intervene before you have to. But sometimes arguments happen, and not every argument gets to domestic violence.
All right, fair enough.
But he was really drunk, so that's probably what
He was,
Glenn-
but Jenna
Glenn
kind of
did
did take it back in a very like dramatic way. Like a door wasn't even slammed. Nothing really like loud or physical happened aside from them yelling. Because on past seasons they've like slammed doors, they've fallen down stuff, they've almost fallen off the boat. So I think she just kind of came off like a little bit of a novice, like the way she delivered the news. So I think next time my girl Jenna needs to kind of cool it before she delivers it to the captain.
For sure.
So at least no one got hurt. Everyone got great food. We're not mad about it. But then we have all these triangles starting to develop. So that's kind of exciting for me. Like we have Jenna and Adam, which has been kind of from the beginning. And then Nate has some news about that later in the after show. But I think right now I want to kind of touch upon what you guys think. Like, do you think Jenna and Adam are going to get together? I mean, obviously at the end there was a little bit of teasing and they went into each other's cabin. So what do we think? Did they go all the way?
I love them. And I didn't think I was going to. I was like, I don't really like that little couple. But Adam, like, I love Adam. I love his game. Like, I was like, hey, you got game, Adam. Because he throws into his little punches when he needs to throw in the punches. And it's like at the right time. And he kind of throws her off guard. Adam, you got game like I got game, Adam. That's how I do it.
Okay, giving yourself a humble brag.
Okay. I mean,
I know you just slid that right in. You do have game.
I'm just very, very slick when it comes to my game and the way I speak game.
Well, you call your bae, bae, bae. We know that from the last episode.
Bae, bae.
You call it bae, bae.
Bae, bae.
Baby, you watching?
Right.
But will they get together? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that this is going to be just a fling on the boat. They're bored. They're traveling. Everybody.
Convenient.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
We all want companionship and feel loved.
Oh, neat. What a softie.
We're not doing this today. We're not doing
cute.
it.
All right. Janie, what do you think?
I think they're knocking boots below deck. For sure.
That should be a spin-off.
Yeah.
Knocking boots below deck.
Knocking boots.
Yes. I love it. I love that. I love that.
I mean, they totally teased it at the end.
Okay.
She was like, I regret last night. And I don't think it was just from the wine or whatever they were drinking. But also, I don't know why she would regret it. Because
Adam's
the
gorgeous.
love has been brewing sober.
Right. Totally.
So,
you're right. And when they're working, which is great. I think another thing, which is always nice. Like, I've never worked at a restaurant, but I know a lot of like servers will hook up and like, and they're in that environment. You're in a small space. Like, why not? It like seems kind of convenient. But I also like kind of rooting for him because he looked really bad in past seasons. So he's kind of making up. He's watched himself on TV. He's doing the work, which I think is great. Like, I'm all for it. What about, let's take a left turn and get into Paget and Georgia. Because that was very subtle and Nate kind of brought it to my attention, but it was super, super subtle. So like there was a little flirting at dinner and she said, I think verbatim was like, talk dirty to me. And he was talking about food, but Ciara's face was everything. And the producers this season have really done the faces really well, catching the dirty looks and the anger. So what do we think? Do we think Ciara is overreacting? Is it playful teasing, flirting, or is it something that could develop between Paget and Georgia?
Okay, well, first of all, I gotta say, because I wasn't on last episode of the after show, I love Paget's name.
Cute,
all
right? Cute.
Paget sounds like a name of someone who was literally raised by seagulls. So it's like so fitting for him, you know?
Right.
It's like the name of someone who's just like an orphan pirate. And
An orphan pirate.
I love
everything.
that for him.
That's
yeah.
everything.
I want to like name all of my kids Paget.
Yeah.
And then just like send them out to sea and forget about them for 18 years and then find them
That's
again.
everything. That's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's been dating that girl since they were like born.
They grew up together.
They grew up together on the seashore. So.
But nothing like a boat to really F that up. To F up that kind of... And then there was a preview where they kind of teased them having an argument. Remember at the end, like for the next episode? So what do you think? Like,
I just feel like it would take a lot to break them up at this point.
Okay.
But I don't know. I could see the drama happening, but I feel like they're just going to be like the little couple that could the whole time.
All right. I'm mad at that.
I mean, that's my take.
Yeah,
I would be so surprised if Georgia comes in and just sideswipes this. But she is a
singer.
Little lying bitch. She doesn't even have a British accent. You know what I mean?
Right, but she's singing, so maybe she's trying to use... And she kind of mentioned that she's using this as a kind of jumping off point for her career for being a singer. Yeah. So maybe she really doesn't want...
And I say that in the most loving way. Let me clarify. Bitch is a term of endearment for me. Just so everyone knows.
There is the asterisk for Jane's comment. Love it. Love it.
Bitch is a compliment.
No, I get it. I love it. I'm gay. It's you add a couple eyes and it's fine. Let's jump right into news with Mr. Nate.
Wait.
Yeah, please. He wanted to wait. Well, let's wait.
Well, because
we're all ears.
I didn't say what I thought about Paget.
Their love.
Oh, please speak up. I'm sorry.
Know.
Okay, so
they're so suave. I forgot to ask.
They're breaking up.
Oh,
Paget and Ciara are done.
Damn, that's intense.
Well, they're the only couple on there, but we haven't seen anything
they
intimate
are not
between them.
anymore the only couple on there.
Well, true.
Things are brewing.
True.
Things are
brewing.
Below deck.
We haven't seen nothing. We haven't seen them touch each other, have we?
Yes. Yeah, they were canoodling in the booth.
They hugged each other once, I think.
Yeah, they were smooching. First episode, they were like PDA for sure.
That was before they all came on, though, Jane.
Yeah,
that was before they all came on.
Yeah, before it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
but
them
I haven't
and
seen anything
Captain
else. So
Daddy
like, I
Glenn.
noticed that.
Daddy Glenn.
Daddy Glenn.
And then we're going over the fact of the small detail of when Madison, my favorite, I love you, girl.
You love me.
When Madison did the little heart, which was so subtle, didn't mean much, but like those little things.
Who was that for, though? Who was the heart for?
The heart was
for Parker.
Heart was for Parker, so that's the P and the V then that she mentioned on the first episode.
Oh, Madison.
Yeah, Madison's gonna be naughty.
Madison.
My girl.
And then the whole Georgia situation, Sierra was just looking like they're setting it up. I see it already. I see it already, the arguments that's coming. And then again, this is the first time that they've worked together. So like it's
amen to that.
They're seeing each other from a whole different lens. You know, when you're married, when you're dating someone for so long and you move in and you see a whole different side of them, that's what I believe.
Like when you do
come out.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you work with someone, it can be either good like that or really bad like this.
Yeah,
so
so
we'll see. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But are you ready for news now? Can I throw it to you?
Yes, I am ready for news.
Right, we are ready for news.
So I don't know if you guys ever were wondering, but obviously the Paris Fall the Third is a beautiful boat. It's such a beautiful boat. We all know this.
Such a beautiful boat. Anything with the third is beautiful, right?
Of course. That's why I'm gonna name my son Nathaniel Harris II, so there could be a Nathaniel Harris III. But these boats cost $30 to $50 million.
Wow. So more than the yachts on Below Deck?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So
Wow.
Adam was on a show. He actually was on a show, Pop of the Morning, with Jenna, and they revealed that they are $30, $40, $50 million. Wow. And then it's about $300,000 for one of those sails that they rip. $300,000 to fix that. Then it's about 10% of a year of whatever you pay. So it's like $50 million. 10% of that's what your yearly upkeep is. So that's $5 million. Oh my God.
I'm
this
gonna
is
have to
$5
host a lot more after shows.
To be able to afford that. Wow.
You know, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to stress and buy a house, and I'm like, I can't buy a $100,000 house. They're buying boats, $50 million.
That's crazy.
I
Too
feel
much money
like
in this
people
world.
always get a bad rap for living on a boat.
That's a nice boat.
I would.
People
I
I've
would-
dated lived on boats that were like a tugboat, so that's not
Yeah.
going to work for me. That's nice. Is it because of the aerodynamics? Do we know? Is it because the boat has to go at an angle? Is that why it's so expensive?
I have no idea, but that's
Let's
what
just say
Adam
that.
told us.
That sounds right, guys. Right?
That's what Adam. That's what
Whatever.
Adam told us. I'll do some more research. But also, Adam was on Andy Cohen's show.
Ooh,
Okay,
watch what
And a
happens live.
And a caller called in and said, "Adam, you're so handsome. Are you single?"
It was me.
It was you. Are you single? And what type of woman do you like? And Adam said, I guess you guys are gonna have to watch the show.
Ooh, we love a little boat tease.
Yeah, and so this episode, obviously, we saw everything that we saw with him and Jenna. So, but him making that comment. So, is it just a flirting thing?
And she was in the audience.
And she was in the
It
audience.
is
Watch What Happens
love.
Live. She was there.
So, did they go together, or was she just there to support the show? Was the whole cast there?
Come on, Nate.
Are they together?
I would not support anyone unless I was boinking them. I'm not gonna go sit there in the audience. She's not even on the show. That's support. That's like that's love. I think.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
a
I
thing.
think.
They're together.
Wow, you really came around.
You heard it here first.
All right, they're together. Well,
Here
there
first.
you go. So I know Jane has a lot of fun stuff from social, so let's just jump right into that because everyone's been kind of tweeting, and the show's brand new, so they don't have a set audience, but we have a lot of fun tweets, so let's just jump right in.
Yeah. So tonight there were a lot of fun tweets from fans on Twitter. Cheos Theory tweeted, "These people are getting lit. For as much as it costs to charter that yacht, they should be drinking out of the bottles."
Love that.
For real.
And then Clara at Clarper on Heist said, "It's like this couple are this family's dramatic friends. We all have them." Amen, honey. Oh my God. It was like, yeah, it reminded me of so many weddings I've been invited to and uninvited to. I mean, my family's toxic too. No, I'm just
hear you.
kidding.
I hear you.
Clara, Clarper on Heist. No wonder this chick missed her wedding. Damn. Get it together. Wedding Gate was real. So that was fun. Some fun action on Twitter. We also had some doppelganger lookalikes that we found.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Between, first is Glenn. And then we've got Glenn looks just like Harvey Levin from TMZ.
I love that.
Spitting images. And then we've also got Jen and Kim Raver from Grey's Anatomy.
They could be sisters.
They
That's
could
nuts.
literally be sisters.
Nuts.
You look
Yeah.
like them too, low key.
Oh my God.
Triplets.
Yeah, nice. Yep.
Should I just up and leave to Corfu now?
Yep.
Yeah, just go to Corfu. That looks beautiful. Which is in
Bye,
Greece, by the
bitches.
way, if anyone was confused.
Yeah.
Anyone out there?
You know what I want to see? The mashup that we all deserve is them to dock and go to Lindsay Lohan's
Beach Club. I love that show.
And just give us a little dance, knee up,
Yes.
leg pop.
Knee up.
This is how you throw a party in Mykonos, bitch. Yeah. We've got... Okay. From last week, there was this girl, Tracy, Cape Girl, on Twitter, who said, question for fellow Bravo Below Deck, Watch What Happens Live fans. Is anyone else disturbed by the promo ad for the new Sailing Yacht series where an adult male says he's breastfed by his mother? The thought of that makes my skin crawl. Is that not a normal thing?
Not good. It's not good, Parker.
I'm just kidding.
That's crazy. I don't know what he meant by
Yeah.
that. Hopefully we'll get more light shed on the fact. Why do you say that? Like, that's crazy.
Let's hope
Well-
Parker invests in formula.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean-
How's he finding a breast in the middle of the ocean?
I don't know, but I like Parker.
I like
I
Parker
love
too.
Parker.
He also
Park-
says a wedgie thing about everyone gets a wedgie, which is very relatable.
I love Parker. He's such a
Very
cute
relatable.
little bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
it's
He's
also
so
like-
laid back and
It's like if Parker's on this sailboat,
Yeah.
then who's at the frat house hazing the boys?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Parker just closes his mouth. He's very cute. Like the minute he
He's
talks,
really
I'm like,
cute.
oh no.
Yeah, the minute he flashes his pinky
Oh,
ring.
no.
No, we love him. He's
pinky
hot.
ring.
He's hot. Everyone on deck is hot, you know?
Yeah.
yeah, I love me some Madison.
He loves Madison.
Nate is so partial
Her
to
Twitter
Madison.
is lit. Like she interacts with fans. She's super engaged with, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Do you have anything with Captain? Didn't Captain Sandy give some advice to Glenn? Do we have that? I thought that was a
Some
nice
hot
quote.
advice. Some hot advice.
Hot goss from Sandy.
Yeah, so Decider quoted Sandy Yawn. Okay.
Her name's Sandy Yawn. It really is Yawn, and we love her. We don't yawn when she's on camera, but it's Sandy Yawn.
Sandy Yawn. No. Okay, so they quoted Glenn saying, keep an eye on your crew. Have them keep an eye on each other.
Deep.
What is this, goal cast?
But do you think that's
I
good
love it.
advice?
And then Sandy Yawn said, all the best, Captain Glenn, on your maiden voyage of below deck sailing.
Yes, sexy voice. This is ASMR all of a sudden. I love it. Well done. But that's good
make
advice,
sail
though,
noises.
don't you think? Because from the back, and if you've seen the past seasons of Below Deck, they don't really watch out for each other. People get too drunk. They have fights in vans. So, like, I think Captain Sandy knows, like, this can go left. It's a little too kumbaya right now. I'm like, when are people going to start hating each other? I'm a little bored.
Yeah,
We
but
need
I
to
mean-
up the drama.
Yeah.
It's too, like, I love you. I support you. I see you. I don't watch Below Deck for that.
Yeah.
I can watch Oprah Soul Sunday for that. So I need them to up their ante a little bit. Like, I'm getting a little bored, and I've seen it on Twitter as well. So do you think from a social standpoint, do you think they need to kind of, like...
Yeah, the first few minutes of the episode, like probably the first third, was a little bit just like, oh, we're pulling up the sails, we're getting ready.
Yeah.
Like the drama was the guests mostly.
Right.
Yeah, so they are.
And the guests were boring. So, if you're
boring.
depending on those guests to kind of keep you going through season, I need shrimp cocktail guy. I need the guy that was like running around shirtless saying, "Where is my shrimp cocktail?" Like, I practiced that, by the way. Yeah, he's great. So I need more people like that. We've had people like, you know, last season we had like a dick cake and, you know, we had the dick gate. We've had all these dramas. So we really need them to up the ante. I get it's their first kind of foray. But like, if the boat costs so much, this show's not going to be renewed if we don't have the drama.
You know?
So not to be kind of a deck, but
You're being such a deck.
you're being such a deck. So
Yeah.
I think that we need to kind of up the ante. So how do we think they can kind of up the ante? Do we need like a villain? We don't really have a villain. Is that the problem? Because on past seasons we had Kate was the villain, Hannah was the villain, the Chief Stews are always the villain, but Jenna seems great. So like, do we need a villain? Like, what do you guys think?
A villain's for sure coming.
Is it? Who's gonna be the villain?
Whoever's gonna break up Pageant and Sierra, I'm so like that's where it's at. Like,
Yeah.
Georgia's gonna
I'm
sing
seeing
right
it.
into that. Yeah.
Georgia
Yeah.
is gonna be the villain.
You hate Georgia, right? Tell me why you hate her.
I just don't understand why she has the fake British accent.
But
I
why?
don't
Why does
get
that
it.
annoy you? Do you
Okay.
have a background? Give us your background.
Okay. I was raised in England for like 3 years. I had a
Oh.
British accent. I moved back to America in 2nd grade. Fast forward to college. I don't have a British accent in college. A guy that I knew had a British accent and he moved back in 2nd grade. And I could have sworn, was faking it to get girls.
Well,
And
do you think Georgia's doing that
is
to get
faking
Paget?
this British accent just so that she can get people to like her, think she's charming.
Case closed. Wow.
That was a hot take.
That was
And
a hot take,
you know
Jane.
what?
Damn.
I mean,
Wow. Well, Georgia's going to come for you on Twitter.
Though? Is that difficult?
Is it?
to do a British accent?
No, I can
No,
do
like
one.
just holding that accent at all times.
But how fake are you? You know what I mean? If
That's
you're
what I'm
real
saying.
fake, you can hold it.
Yeah, I mean, I also
And she's
like,
getting
what's
paid
up
to be
with
on
her
the show.
mom, like making her have the British accent.
That was weird. Her mom's
Yeah.
a psychopath, not Guy.
like not even Meghan Markle has a British accent.
Well,
she hasn't been there long enough. We need her to be there longer, maybe.
Neither is Georgia. She's never even been there.
Oh, she just
No.
was
From,
like,
born
South
there. She was just
Africa.
born
Yeah.
there.
yeah.
She's from South Africa.
All
and her
right.
mom made
Well,
her have a
before we
British
dump
accent.
too much on Georgia.
Yeah.
No,
sorry,
we should. No. I'm going to defend Georgia right
Oh,
now.
you are? Okay,
That's
let's
what I
hear
keep
it.
saying.
Let's hear it. No,
Hold
I
on,
wanna-
hold on,
please,
hold on.
please.
I want to hear it.
Give devil's advocate.
Sorry, me and
Yeah.
Jane are...
I'm being a little bee now.
I know, we're like
Yeah.
at a slumber party, me and Jane. We're doing too much.
Yeah.
Speak up, Nate. We want to
I
hear
love,
from
I
you.
love me some Georgia too. Like Madison and Georgia, yeah.
I don't love her, though.
No, I love her.
You love her? Well, you are so peaceful.
No, those two. Mm-mm.
Honey, if I was the captain, I'd be throwing people off board. But that's just me.
Georgia's
Anyone
not
else
that
like that?
good.
No, but I
I thought you liked Madison. Madison, he's a fake stan.
no, Addison. I really love Addison, but Georgia, I love her. She's peaceful. Like Georgia's not causing no drama.
I know, but she's singing in the laundry room, and I'm like, girl, this is not American Idol.
She's practicing her career, her dream.
You know what? I support her dream.
No, she was
If
singing
it'll
I
get her
about...
off
support
the
your dream
boat.
too. Girl.
Yes! Look, I fully stand that. Listen, Georgia, keep singing because it'll get you off the boat.
No,
That's great.
we're gonna keep
That's
arguing.
great.
No, I'm gonna fight for you, Madison and Georgia. We're fighting.
Honey, you don't
But-
go on Bravo to be liked. Sorry.
Nope.
If you become a Bravo celebrity, people
Nope.
are gonna hate you.
Nope,
This
nope,
is
nope,
not
nope.
the Learning Channel.
No.
Just kidding. They hate you on the Learning Channel as well.
The more you know.
I don't care for Adam. I love Adam, and
You don't care
Jane.
for Adam?
No, I'm
He
saying.
made hummus from scratch.
No, I'm saying-
Man, you better eat your
No,
words.
listen.
I don't want to.
I'm
I'm just
saying
kidding.
you guys can love Adam. You guys can love Parker,
We love all the hot boys.
and I'll love Madison, and Georgia.
What happens when Georgia goes off the boat? Madison becomes
Georgia's
Addison.
not going off the boat.
I'm just kidding. Well, one of them's gonna get fired.
Nope.
Someone's resigning.
That is.
And that's in the previous.
Paget.
That might not be Paget. These producers are tricky.
Yeah, they are pretty
Paget's
good.
resigning because he got a role in the Book of Mormon.
Oh no.
Jane is coming for people left and right. Now that we're coming for people, what do we think about predictions? Like, obviously, we touched a little bit about.
AfterBuzz
Here
TV
it
predictions.
Anyways, I think that like when we're jumping into that, like obviously we teased a little bit about Paget possibly resigning. We touched upon love triangles. We've joked that Georgia's gonna leave the boat. But really, in all honesty, what are our predictions for the next episode? What are we thinking?
Coming up, I think that we're gonna show more of Sierra and Paget's.
They're so boring. It's like watching paint dry.
I know, but maybe I just like breakups. I'm evil. See, that's my evil side. I just can't wait for them to break up. Like, I just
He's
want to see.
ready to rock the boat.
I want to see that drama side, like whatever's gonna happen.
Jane is here all night with the puns. She's
night.
got our back.
And then
That's
I
good.
hope Madison and Parker don't hook up. I really hope they don't.
Madison
But I think that they
Parker.
will.
They will. She's got pink hair. He's got a pinky ring.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna happen. I love
It's
you,
gonna
Madison, but it's
happen.
gonna happen. But you know what? It's convenience. Like, if I was in the studio for the next 2 months, I would sleep with one of you. And unfortunately, Nate, my eye is on you. So, yeah, unfortunately, if you're stuck in a small space, Jane's beautiful, but, you know. Anyways, this is not sexual harassment. It's just me making a point. Anyway, don't come for me. I think my prediction, honestly, is that, like, Jenna and Adam are gonna come out of the like kind of haze and realize we have to work together in a hot galley day in and day out, and that's really not ripped from a romance novel. It's not hot. It's rocky. The boat's gonna be at 40 degrees. How do you get the P and the V at 40-degree angle? Who knows? So I don't know. How do you do it? Like, I don't think it's gonna last. I think they're gonna come out of it and be like, it's not professional. But do you guys really think this is gonna last off the boat, like on land? Is it gonna last on?
It's
dry?
not gonna last on land. I don't think so.
But they were at Watch What Happens Live, so I could be wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Let me shut
I'm
up.
playing devil's
on
advocate
land
for
right
myself.
now?
I don't know what's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah. They're for sure.
We might be on a boat. You don't know.
Yeah, they're for sure together. But I think they are gonna step back though, because Byron, our guy who they don't show, the engineer who likes using the hammer
Jane
for everything.
could not find Byron.
Which one?
I kept being like, she's like, is it Parker? I'm like, no, it's Byron. Just the one squeezing oranges.
Why is
That's really all
Byron
it did.
so not memorable?
He's the engineer. They never bring the engineer in. Like on past seasons, the engineer just comes in when the boat's about to sink. So I don't know why they brought. They could have cast me.
Honestly,
why are they casting
the engineer is most my type. Like I'm surprised I'm into Adam, but
You
I
like
do
the
love
engineer? You like the salt and pepper hair?
I love a little nerdy vibe.
Did you see his daughter from last episode? She's like kind of shady baby. I think she should be on the boat instead of him. Just the baby. She'd be great. She could squeeze some orange juice.
Yeah.
Is that child labor laws? Okay, we're making a lot of mistakes.
I mean, Paget and what's her face were like raised on a boat. Sierra. They were like
they were raised on a
probably-
boat? Same boat?
I mean,
Or separate boats?
they met on the boat when they were like young.
Are they from
Sierra's
Boat
family
Fortune?
brought her. They didn't know anything about boats, and they brought her
so they brought
on the
Paget.
boat.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then they met Paget.
Oh,
and
she
they were
slept
probably
with the
working
task
boat at
rabbit.
12. Yeah.
Oh, he was the task rabbit and she slept with
Yeah.
him. That's inappropriate. All right. Well, I mean, love happens on the ocean. I don't know. It works. In international waters. And marriage doesn't even count, by the way, from the last episode. So even if they were to get married on the boat, it doesn't count. That's not legal. You can't get married in international waters.
Really?
I just don't understand why I get married in that setting. I don't understand
Because
that.
you want attention.
Why
you want to be on a
get
show.
married in Corfu?
Right?
Why?
Right?
Why get married?
But they
in
gave a
Greece?
great tip though. If you do all the tips like from the beginning, usually they get $1,600 average. They got $2,200 tip. That is like worth the trouble.
What do these people do?
What people?
These guests.
The guy, the rest of them, I have no idea. They look like all accountants.
They make blood
They were
money.
so boring. You're saying because they're rich?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying like, what do they do on the boat? I was like, nothing. They probably invented like the thing that goes in the bottom of like a chair. That's how billionaires, little
Yeah.
corks do. Like
Yeah.
if you make the
Those
top
stupid
of a
things.
pen cap, you don't make money sexy business. Like if
Yeah.
you're doing like music entertainment, like that's not where you make the billions. That's the people that make like a coaster. Like
Yeah.
so I think those are the kind of jobs they do a lot of the times. Or now they're smart. Actually, I wanted to ask you guys this as we're kind of outroing is what do you guys think about bringing in Bravo celebrities? Like, do you think they need to do, because on past seasons they've done like a Real Housewives of Orange County or they've done like a $1 Million Listing Guide. Do you think they need a Bravo celebrity for this
Oh,
show?
absolutely. Yes.
Who do you think's good? Who do we want?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Let's manifest it.
I don't know, but I saw like the Jamel Hill one with the
she's
the dick
great,
cake.
right?
And like so, I think for sure that the show would blow up if they had celebrities on there for sure.
Yeah, they need a Bravo celebrity.
Because didn't they say it was like $100,000 to go, right? But they
I
get like a
believe
half.
so.
Like they get like 50% off to do
I think
the
the
show.
Bravo producers, correct me if I'm wrong, please in the comments. I think they pay for half of it.
Yeah.
And you pay for the other half.
Yeah. So I think that they should pay for more and just get more celebrities come.
I think the Bravo
Yeah.
celebrities would do it. So who do you think, Jane? Do you have
Bring
one
the
in mind?
Hadids on board.
Oh yes, with Yolanda. We love Yolanda.
Bring the Hadids on board
love
and
it.
just
Love
have
it.
some really hot photo shoots.
Yes.
Yeah.
That front of the boat's not being used well. Like,
No.
you could do a hell of photo shoots on that. It's on your
Yeah.
little- No one's ever done the Titanic either as a joke. So I'm waiting for that. So we'll see. One day it'll happen. But I think we're done here. I mean, that was a fun boat. I didn't get nauseous. It's great. I didn't even need the Dramamine. So we're good.
Should we end with a sing-along like how they did tonight?
I can try. I don't have a great pitch, but you started us off. Let's see.
Okay, well, I feel like there was a missed opportunity in the hot tub where they could have sang Josh Groban. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas.
I don't have a great voice, but you know what?
I don't think that was great.
I
on
think
my
you
part
did
either.
great.
Oh,
I think you did
thanks.
great.
Wow.
Good
So
enough.
tell people where they can
I
find
did
you.
good enough. Nate said I did good enough.
Hey, that's a low bar.
No, it's not because listen, I sing like
Fabulously.
follow my Instagram. Y'all see me. I worship every
What's your
morning.
Instagram?
What a
You gotta
hot
tell us.
plug.
Real Nate _.
What about
I
you, Jane?
always forget.
I'm at Jane Johnsen _.
And I'm Amir Yassai, AMIR_Yassai, YASSAI. And that's all the time we've got for this after show for Below Deck Sailing Yacht. Sorry, I said dick again. Deck. Below Deck Sailing Yacht. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Amir!
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.